What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hockmed Gaming. I am Hockmed. We are here with some out of ore. Been about a week. I was waiting, update came, and then I was waiting for some hot fixes and stuff to come through just to help, hopefully not have any problems. So we are here and we are good to go. Let's start off with what we always start out with, and let's spin this wheel, see what we got going on for the day, if anything. Uh, Truck breakdown. Okay. All right. All right. We got a truck breakdown. No big deal. Um, let's see what we unlock. Hopefully something. Hopefully something cool. Tunneler. Okay. Not really what we need at the moment, but that's all right. And then let's see. Hopefully we can use the hopper. Because now we don't have no truck. Oh god, keep spinning. Okay, of course not. Of course not. That makes it rough. All right. Well, yikes. All right. Well, here we are then. So we do have an update. A lot of a lot of new vehicles, a lot of new excavators, a bunch of rope ones or cable ones, I guess technically. So instead of me rolling to unlock all of these new ones, what I'm going to do is because every tier has been kind of like the 2000 series or the five, you know what I mean, like that kind of setup. I am just gonna go that route. So like, um, let's see here. So like the 200. We have the 200s unlocked, so anything with 200 in it, we're also going to have unlocked. I think that's probably the best way. I believe what did we just unlock last time? I don't even remember. Was it the 300s, 300, 3000 series? Stuff like that, I'm pretty sure. So, oh, it's not too bad. Well, let's see. What do we have? We got the 200. Okay. And then we just unlocked the 300. So, yes, we should have all those. And we just unlocked this guy here. So this is 3.7 yard for 225,000. That's 1.8. That's 3.6 for 15,000. Wonder if it's slower. All right, well, we will go from there. And we have got them two guys unlocked. Which, what do those carry? Don't those hold like 13? So I was considering using the tunnelers, but not tunneling. Because they hold 13 yards, which, you know, isn't as much as like our truck. But we could easily dig and then just back up straight to that guy and unload. Dig and back up, you know what I mean? I don't know if that would be quicker than this. That should be what, the L10? How much is the L10 hold? Oh, no, it's not the L10. It's. Oh, yeah, it is. It's the L10. 9.5. So I guess the question is it quicker to load this guy up, turn him around, and then dump there, then come back? Not really sure. I might just go get it just to go get it, you know? That would mean, however, Why are you guys? Why are you not running? Why are you not? Update must have turned it off. Like I said, we're not like doing any kind of cool tunnels or stuff like that, so to speak. That is planned, but realistically, you never know. What do you think? I'm thinking we go do it. I think we go grab it and do it. Now, I feel like the round tunneler works better as of it doesn't get caught on things as much, but I haven't used it in quite some time. I don't know if they've done any fixes to it. Um, but you know what else is? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, we have to get to rock and just material. And we're right here on the side of this freaking mountain. Maybe it'd be worth tunneling into there. Maybe we'll say screw it and we'll throw some tunnel in it as well. I mean, I definitely want to rush and get to some stone so we can start getting concrete made so we can, start with turning this house into a home. I say let's do it. Let's go grab the tunneler. We ain't gonna drive there, which is fine. Go buy the guy. Um, we'll check it out. We'll see how it works. But I think it might do okay for what I'm thinking. All right. I'll tell you this though, it's gonna be a slow ride back. But that's all right. As long as we have each other. I don't know if the plant's on, but I'm not really worried about that right now. All right. Yep, let's go. Is this guy full? No. Let's just clean that up a little bit. All right. Because I want to get concrete down around here. I may rip that up and make that concrete. I don't know yet. But either way, concrete out here. Like, we want to concrete pad everything up. Get it nice and looking good and smooth. Make it nice. I don't even know it's flat when we're backing up. Got a concrete up here. Get ramps down there. Get ramps over there. We just got so much concrete stuff to make. And the sooner we get to that, the better. I think I still want to clear off that top bench so we can start going down that way too. But yeah, let's do it. We're already on the way. We're doing it anyway. So hope everyone's having a wonderful evening or morning or afternoon or wherever you may be when you're watching this. Getting cold here in Michigan. What's down to like 40s at night? We had, I think, 37, 36, 37 the other night. But then it went to like 90 for like 5 days. And then now it's back to cold again. So I feel like everyone in their own state says the same thing, like, oh, look at the weather. Give it 5 minutes, it'll change. Like, I feel like I hear everyone say it, but exactly what it is. Might as well just swing this down. I know we smooth it out pretty decent, but we're going to have to do some paving, so might as well. Might as well hit it up. I don't need to, but I might maybe try to pave that too, just so it's not like grass and dirt. But I don't want to hit here because that has some work. Yeah, well, once we get concrete, we can ramp up to the bridge too, and that'll make that look a lot nicer overall. Gonna have to do some work on the bridge here, get some sides up, some supports, stuff like that. Which probably should have supported it before I completed that tier, to be honest with you. I mean, it is a bridge, not falling down. Yeah, like that. I hate this. This is like I think where we loaded what the dozer in. You know, because you load the dozer in and it just starts digging right away when you drop it if it ain't perfectly flat. All right, so we got the tunnelers. I think this tunneler works better, but I feel like this one is the one I'm gonna get. All right, I have to mark that down and take it out of my balance. Being delivered. There we go. Trying to remember 13, 14. I have no idea what my buttons are in here. My joystick. Thought it was. Yeah, that's on. That dumps. That zooms. Oh, it's because it switched to my steering wheel. That's right. I bet. Let's switch that out real quick here. Oh no, there should be one for keyboard, right? Oh, because it's under driving. Am I right here? G. Yeah, G and F. Wait. I need cruise control. Alright, well, while we're driving there, that goes up and down for there. I don't think that does anything. If that does anything. That starts her, that'll empty her. That's up and down. Is this thing really this slow? Okay, so maybe mistakes were made. Oh, look at that, 2 miles an hour. Oh, better slow this thing down before we break any kind of records. So ultimately, this probably isn't going to be faster than the loader, but definitely still want to use it for possibly kind of digging down deep a little bit just to help get some materials. Okay, this needs to be a little faster. Like, I think we should be able to hit, like, 2, maybe 3 miles an hour. I'm about to pay like, I don't know what, 20, 50 grand delivered to the site. That's a thing. I don't remember what I said with it, but that's what we're going to do, because we're not going to spend an episode. Oops. Picking up the thing. We're not going to spend an episode driving this thing. Get in the inventory. All right, rescue me. Yep, rescue me. Boom. Come back here. So I'll add 50,000 to the delivery. Delivery price. Like I said, I don't know what I had in the rules for it or not, if anything, but I don't care. Because I want you guys to actually see something other than me driving down a road for an hour and a half. Deliver right there, top her off with fuel, and I don't remember this thing being this. Let me check one thing. It might be me. Yes, it is. It's this right here. I just remembered. There we go. I forgot, like, because I had the wheel set up for it. I haven't used it the whole time just because it's sometimes just a pain in the butt to pull out. Puppy's not really laying at my feet anymore, which is nice. No, it lays down next to me on this little blanket I put underneath my other part of my desk. But I just haven't really put it up for the game. I don't know why. I'm trying to think. I think I need to still mess with some settings and try to get it a little more how I like the feel. And now that I'm starting to understand the software and stuff better, it'd be a little better and easier to do. I mean, yeah, we're still not super fast, but we have like almost tripled our speed. But yeah, so the pedals on there, and it shows them like halfway, even though it shouldn't be. And I don't know if it's because the wheel's off, not turned on. All right, so let's see how bad this is gonna be. Let's close you. Oh, I think I want to go back down to gear. And I think that was the problem with the square one, right? Is it does a lot of, but the round one doesn't. If I remember right. Yeah, this definitely ain't gonna be faster. But it's gonna be useful. Yeah, that's right. I'm hoping that the physics rework and stuff like that that they're doing is gonna fix this guy too. I said because it just bounces. Ideally, in your mind, you go, okay, this should, make pretty nice flat lines and stuff like that. But, oh God. turned off because I'm full idiot. All right, so we're not going to do it out here in the cut, but I'm still hoping that they add some way for this, like to hook to a truck or something, make it kind of like solo usable the right way, I guess, so to speak. Yeah, this definitely ain't gonna win us any speed races. So I think for what we're trying to do right now, get that bench cleared over there. We're gonna go back to our loader. I think we're just gonna run some dirt to try to get this cleaned up here. But don't regret buying it because it's definitely gonna be useful when it comes time to. Oh no. All right, back to the loader. I don't remember how big is this bucket? Is it 10? Is that what we just came up with? 10.6, something like that. The other one I hold, what, 3 meters, squared or squared meters, whatever it goes off of more. Oh Jesus. Or rusty maybe? Let's try scooping up some of this stuff I decided to dump there for hitting the wrong button with the tunneler. Yeah, they something needs to be done to help being able to solo with the tunneler. Unless there's a system that I just don't quite get, but I want to zoom in a little bit here. I want to switch to my bucket cam. Keep forgetting to do that too, because kind of like look a little further ahead where I'm digging and not so much back of the thing. Oh wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm not allowed to use the hopper. All right. Well, I finished dumping that one in there. I totally like brain farted away. I was for some reason in my mind like, oh, the trucks are down. We can use it. Oh, brother. What a day. Clean this mess up a little bit. Yeah, it's about as far as we can go. All right. I know I did bring the roller over last episode, so I could go down there and try smoothing that out a little bit. just to help us as we kind of go through and dig. Did I mention how much I hate the driving of this thing? It ain't gonna flatten it like level, but it'll definitely smooth it out for driving through here. So we'll get it prepped up for next episode. Next episode we'll be able to definitely work down in here regardless. I don't think it's worth driving all the way up to the plant with the loader, to be honest with you. If we had the bigger loader, you know, like the big boy there, maybe it would probably be worth it then. I don't feel like it is on that little one. If we didn't lose so much dirt by dumping it on the ground, I would have no problem scooping this up and dumping it, like finding out where the tunneler can sit at perfectly almost, and kind of use it as a conveyor, and then just dump all the dirt on the ground over there. So we could still clear this off and have it ready to go. The next episode to be just a, quick tunneler through it, back up, tunnel through it kind of thing. But unfortunately, we lose so much product dumping on the ground that I don't think it's worth it. I don't really have anything to build at the moment. I mean, I have a lot to build, nothing with material wise. We could take the dozer. Oh god, I just said that out loud. Ugh, we could take the dozer and start, continuing clearing either more of this cut for just to have it ready now, or even over by our plant where we're gonna have to, flatten it out there a little bit, and where the concrete's gonna go and the asphalt plant and stuff like that. This don't really need to be too perfect, but I do want to run along here as soon as we can. I actually need to bring this up a little bit here too. I just dug a little deep. Yeah, a little bit like that. Alright. I just want to run along another width out, kind of further than where I already went. Because this is where it really matters, right where I'm going to have my wheels to take the scoops. That can be brought up a little bit, definitely. Yeah, we definitely got a lot of dozing to do. Like I said, we have all that up there to clear. Maybe we do that. Maybe we'll take that and maybe we'll start clearing a cut down over by where the little drive-through comes through. So we'll kind of have two cuts, one out here a little bit and one a little closer, and eventually they'll connect. But that way, when we do go down or don't have a truck or can't use the hopper, we can be pretty close to the plant and do some digging. So that can kind of be like a little backup cut. Let's do that. All right. This guy up here. Might try running over this thing here. Push him out of the way a little bit. We'll do the same thing here. We'll gain some, we'll lose some, but gives us a little bit better ramp to drive up there. Like an eyelash or something in my eye. Fucking crap. Probably time for to replace my contacts. Alright. Hit this up right there. Turn this guy off and let's drive this back up there. We'll take it with us. You know, 'cause I'm sure we're gonna need it. Ooh, the grader's all the way down there. As stupid as it sounds. I don't want to go get the grader and use that over the dozer. Try it at least. Because I like the way that it worked for the road. Now, granted, we're not going to be able to go, as deep with it. But if it does what it did for the road and clears off a decent amount every time we run through it, I think overall it'll be way better. Yeah, so, like, is this doing it too? I thought we had this one fixed. What are we looking at here? Grader notch. Well, while we're here, let's turn this off. We'll just go through and make sure they're all trailer. We have trailers I don't know about. Loader, dozer. I don't know, either as part of the paver or it just was because we run uphill a little bit. I think we got room over there. I don't think the oil refinery's in our way. I don't think. We'll find out. We'll find out one way or the other. I'm not gonna run that plant today. Since I was bad and used the cut or the hopper in the cut. Total brain fart on that. Yeah. I think this might be worth it. As bad as I am with the dozer. Think, yeah. At least the grader drives faster than the tunneler. I have to, what is that, 372-ish? I'll have to write that down so I can take that out of the money. Yeah, if you have a good way of using the tunneler solo, please let me know because I don't haven't quite figured it out. I mean, on my last season, season one, I used it a little bit, and I kind of tunneled and backed up and dropped it in the conveyor and tunneled because it just didn't seem worth it trying to back the truck up, tunnel, and then back the tunneler up, or get out and get the truck back into the tunnel, and then on and then back into the. It was just seemed like it took forever. Maybe it's just something not. I say not meant for solo, but the game never really was intended to be multiplayer, so I don't know. Oh god, I forgot though. I forgot you can't drive forward with any kind of bladed vehicle because it's going to tear up your ground whether it's touching it or not. I don't think. Yeah, this doesn't. Didn't think it had like a view on the blade. Yeah, let's go down there. Let's start clearing for another cut, and we'll, like I said, we'll use that for our close cut. You know, for a little, for a time being there anyway, we could easily use the loader and drive it up and dump it in the plant and go back and forth if we don't have access to the hopper, not have to go that long trip. Don't ask. I don't know what just happened there. My keyboard is very sensitive, and I think I had my finger resting just a hair too hard on the button. With the optical switches on it, I guess, so. Ultimately, I got used to the keyboard, but when I first got it, holy cow, it was crazy. Typing was extremely hard. It took a little bit of time. Like the amount of little amount of pressing on the key you need to activate is just insane. Like just resting your finger there if you have big fat heavy fingers like me seems to activate them. Do got our water to go over there. We'll have to mess with that. Old beat up truck there, don't even run. Got to get that fixed too at some point so we can. Let's see here. All right, we got that. Let's zoom in just to hear more. Rotate her. All right, let's just try it, right? It might not be as good for clearing land. I don't know. I can definitely do more with the dozer, but I don't feel like I can do it as good with the dozer. He's freaking rocking. I'm kind of torn. Definitely torn a little bit because this is easier. Like I'm pretty much just setting the blade and going, kind of angling it left and right as needed to try to keep it flat. But it's definitely not fast. And it doesn't take a lot of dirt, and we're going to have that problem if I'm not paying attention. We're going to have a lot of uneven stuff like that happening. I feel like that's okay. Is that bad that I feel that way? Hmm. Maybe I bring the old dozer over here and give it a try. See how how it goes. I just got to take smaller pushes. I know that. Can't do really long ones like I do. That will definitely help. Pretty sure I've seen some people saying the 6-way one works pretty decent, which might be newer because last I remember that one was probably the worst dozer in the game, but it's been quite a while. It's see if we can't take off this little bit of hill here though. All right, that's good enough. Let's get the dozer. Let's try her out. Let's see how she does today. Just hitting all sorts of wrong buttons. Up a little too late last night, I think. At dirt track racing for a member of another Discord I'm part of called Content House, which does a lot of dirt racing, Escape from Tarkov, Battlefield, Farming Sim, American Truck Sim, a bunch of good group of guys I met there. But we had a charity event race for one of our members for autism awareness, which is son has autism and needs some medicines and stuff and problems in life like that, and trying to help the school get a teacher for special needs and stuff like that. So we did a big race. And after that, me and the, one of the owners of the Discord out to Battlefield and played for a couple hours. I should have went to bed, but I'm gonna join Battlefield again. It's been, I don't know how long, decade plus since I've been waiting for a good Battlefield. That's what I also wanted to try. F and V. Gearbox. So I'm gonna try staying in first gear. Like, look at that. Hasn't even, we haven't even started yet, and it's already bouncing. I think part of that was definitely me having my blade tilted all the way back. Okay. I need to stick to what I said. What did I say? I said, just need to take smaller pushes. Don't do like the whole cut at a time. It's just rolling away. Whoops. This one don't have a blade view either, that's right. And zoom in some. It just all falls down behind. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I can't wait for this to be fixed. Hopefully it's part of the whole physics and weight and whatever else they're doing. I don't know if it's just for excavators or if they are indeed. If they're indeed doing it to all vehicles at the same time, or if it's like a future thing down the road, we'll get to the dozers. I'd rather have the dozers and the excavators worked on, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know. I get mad every time I use it, so I don't know why I bother. Like, oh, just bounce around. Drop dirt behind us when you lift the thing up. And sometimes you get like this, where it just kinda seems to work decently. This is gonna dump it all behind, isn't it? I mean, I guess it's simulating falling down the hill, maybe. Just think it needs to, and we're gonna go back to just simple automatic because that's just too much of a pain in the butt trying to do it, especially on keyboard for me. Trying to hold like has to go backwards. It's not working because obviously that's the brake. Yeah, it's the only thing I can think of. I think it's just the dirt simulating falling down. You know, sliding down the hill there, that steep hill, because it doesn't seem to do it as much on flatter ground. So. I still do think it's quicker than the grader. It may not be as neat or as easy, but I do think it's quicker. Slightly more irritating, but quicker. Just the amount of dirt we can move, like, you know, the amount we just pushed there was what, probably 4 or 5 passes with the grader. Well, that's all right. We're clearing dirt. We're making progress, and that's all that matters. Kind of going a little too deep here. So I am going on vacation the first week of, or the second week of November. Going down to Florida, see my parents for a week. On my wife's first real vacation since 2021. So I'm going to try to get a bunch of recordings here in the next couple weeks all set up and ready to go. So I at least have some content coming out for you guys. Definitely been a little lighter on content than I want to be, but it's been a heck of a time at work and dealing with that and other stuff like, you know, Battlefield coming out and wanting to play that and some other games. And father-in-law is getting worse, it seems. It's definitely declining, which has taken a little bit more of our attention and time, and a medicine change for my ADHD. I've switched me on medicine. And it's made me very, I don't know if it's I think it's the medicine, I'm pretty sure. It's one of the side effects. But it has made me very, like, agitated and irritated easily and quickly. Little stuff will just kind of like set me off, like, oh my, you know, like ridiculous, like, kind of thing. So it's kind of taken away my mood from doing a few things. So we're adjusting it and doing some other things with it. And it's one of those stupid things too, right? Like, it's not the medicine they want me on. They want me on something else. I don't remember what it was called. But, you know, insurance won't pay for it until we try X amount of things first. It's just, I don't know. I don't get sometimes stuff like that. It's not even like it's like more expensive, that expensive a medicine compared to what I'm taking now. But I don't get it. Like, you're going to waste my time. You're going to put other medicine and chemicals in my body that, surprise, surprise, ain't going to work, even if it did work, because it ain't the medicine I want to be on. It ain't the medicine they want me on. So you're just wasting everybody's time. Just put me on the medicine that we want. I'd understand if it was like thousands of dollars a prescription or something like that, but it's, if not cheaper, I think the same price as whatever they put me on to try for now. So I have to, like I said, take a different pill, different. I hate medicine. I hate putting stuff like that in my body. I don't take a lot of medicines, so the fact I've even taken it is surprising, but I am. Oh, and it makes me real nauseous too. They doubled my dose because when everything started getting even worse. So, but yeah, just I don't know. I don't like putting stuff in my body like that. Not that I'm like some big fit health guy. That's definitely not the case. No, I just don't. I don't like any kind of chemicals like that alters my system. Like alcohol, I don't mind. I drink alcohol. I haven't in a while. I don't drink it a lot. I think it's been a year or so since I've even had a drink of anything. Like I socially drink. I drink with friends and haven't had a real reason to. I'm sure I'll be drinking some beers here come second week of November. So I will still be available by Discord if anybody needs anything or has any questions or anything like that. I will not have my computer. I'm not taking any of that with me. Not that I'd take my desktop anyway. But I'm not taking my laptop, nothing. Alright, well, I'm done trying to push that little bit of pile up because we see how that's happening. Just gonna keep trying to flatten this out a little bit over here. Hitting some stuff there. Probably should have paid attention to that dark spot and not hit that. Okay, we're now tunneling. I don't know why I just don't use this guy to tunnel. Besides the fact I lose the material, but to get down somewhere. Yep, all that dirt should just go on top of that dirt, because that definitely makes sense. Alright, let's get this cleared back up. I don't so much mind the overhang, but the nice thing is it helps get nuggets. Stupid floating air nuggets that mess up everybody's driving. Saved. Kind of feel like maybe if I pull my contact out, geez, if I kind of try to go this way along the edge, and then that just dumps the dirt wherever it dumps it, then I can push it in. See how that works. We'll give that a shot. And then also, without an ore, I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I can feel myself starting to get a little burnt out on it. I'm trying to avoid like a full, complete burnout of the game. But at the same time, I know most people are here to watch out of ore, and not a lot of the other stuff I post and play. So I definitely want to keep going. I'm still having fun with it, which, you know, is my rule, right? Like, if I'm not having fun, I don't play games. Um, but YouTube definitely does, make it where, well, a lot of people came here and found this channel because of Out of Ore, and that's what they want to watch. They may not want to watch Farming Sim or any other simulator game I play, or racing, stuff like that, which is totally fine. Obviously, that's not an issue at all. I'm just trying to avoid complete burnout of the game. It's a great game. I enjoy the game. I think it's done great things. I think it's going great directions. But ultimately, not very deep. Not very deep. And it's a sandbox, right? That's part of a sandbox for you, which is kind of why I did this challenge where I can't just go get a big ass machine and just dig a giant hole and rinse, repeat, Um, there's no real like challenge, so to speak. There's not like I gotta go find gold or something like that. Like, it's easy to find. You find it, you just throw it through your machine and you're gonna get what you're gonna get. But really, all there is to the game is ultimately you just dig, and that's great. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's meant to be. But you just see other games, not digging games, so to speak, but other games, and still in a sandbox format. But there's just so much more to do, and hoping they're working on that down the road. It's on the roadmap, and that kind of stuff I think will help. But realistically, how many times and how long? And some of you guys, I know, have thousands and thousands of hours. Can you just come into a map, buy the same equipment? I mean, hell, you can even go to the same spot. It's not like procedurally generated, like, oh, well, I, made a ton of money here, but I can't, this time it's different ground. How many times can you really go and do that? Like, no matter how much you like heavy equipment and stuff like that, it's competitive. And you could say that almost about any game. Any game, American Truck Sim, same thing, right? Like, when you really just go in, you just drive down some roads and you pull some cargo, cargo switches and yada yada yada, but it's the same road, same stuff. So you can say that for any game. But either way, yeah, I felt a little bit of the burnout coming, and I slowed up a little bit, started releasing. I was doing like 5 videos a week of this, and I noticed that really didn't matter because most people couldn't watch 5 videos a week. So then I took it down to about 2 to 3, and that's usually where I was sitting the last, probably a month or so. I've gone to about 1, maybe 2 a week, which seems to be a little bit better. Because you can see the analytics of like the videos and stuff, right? Obviously, like I see how many views I get and all that, which, this isn't a career. This will probably never be a career. This will never be my full-time job, which is fine. Ain't why I'm doing it. If it went that way, obviously, yes, I would happily accept this as a full-time job, but that's was not my intention. I didn't go into it going, you know what? I need a new career. This is it. But when I post like 3 or 4 videos in a week, they don't get the same amount of views for a long, for another week or 2. So you can kind of look and tell that, like, okay, so if I release 3 videos, I get, we'll just call it a total of 100 views for all 3. But if I release 1 video a week, I'm getting 60 some views, and then I don't want to cut that up, I don't think. And then a lot of videos are taking weeks or months and they're hitting hundreds of views, which is awesome. So feel like I was oversaturating my page too much with videos, and either people got sick of not being caught up or not being able to watch 5-6 hours a week of videos. And they're like, yeah, I'll just go watch another series, whatever the case might be, or they're just, you know, they're far behind because I was releasing so many. So I've slowed down to doing like 1 to 2 a week. Except for last week. I don't think did I release one last week? I don't think I did. So I'm probably gonna stick around that 1, maybe 2, probably 1 to 2 a week, um, and go from there. And, you know, keep doing other stuff like I like to do. Video just went up today here a little bit ago for that charity race. I recorded that and threw it up in there. It's not a lot of interaction with me, and you don't even see me. I don't really do a whole lot of talking just because I'm racing. But there's the Discord. There's, you know, everyone talking back and forth and stuff like that. Most of the time, I don't have a whole lot to say. I'm just there. I just race and keep to myself. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at without an ore. Just being upfront and honest. Slowed down so I didn't get 100% burnout. Nothing to do with not liking the game or not enjoying it or the direction. Nothing like that. Nothing to do with hating the dozer, which I know part of it is just me. I have no problem admitting that. Do I personally wish it was a little different on things? Yeah, I'm sure do. Sure, everyone does. The devs probably like, yeah, you know, maybe I wish we did this instead, but ultimately, I want it on Unreal 5. If you're gonna go there, get it switched. I want modding for the game, not just to add vehicles. Like modding, add buildings and stuff like that. And I think I would have found a way to try to get that in right away. Not being a dev and know nothing about it might be the problem, but as far as I see it, when you make a game moddable, you're getting free content for your game, right? Like, just free content. And if there was modding available right away for anything, not just for vehicles. Vehicles will be great, yeah, it'll be good. But I don't know why you wouldn't want to get that into your game ASAP. Because guess what? Why I'm sitting here updating my game, there's modders making stuff for my game. Like, it's kind of a win-win for everybody. The modders sometimes can make some money if people donate to them and stuff like that. Players get all sorts of cool stuff for the game. The devs get to spend more time working on stuff and implementing stuff and not having to worry about watching the game, numbers kind of fall off for a while because people get bored with it. And you can see it. You can go to like SteamDB and you can see the chart. You can watch it go up and down. You can tell when a release is and when it's gone and, X amount of months after it. But content's always coming out for your game, and you got a modders going for it for the most part. So, yes, it's going to break a lot, with every update. But then the devs can really spend time working on, like, the cable excavators and all that. That's awesome. It's cool. Did I care if they were in there right away? Me personally, no. No, not one bit. I much rather would have seen trucking or trains or smaller, better maps that are flat that don't have rigid freaking bumps across the whole thing. I gotta make sure I bring that up like every episode because I absolutely hate the bumpy terrain. The physics of the stuff, like they wouldn't have to spend time working on some of the vehicles right away. They could definitely put it towards other things. Or, not have to put as much hours of manpower onto it. Like, yeah, all right, well, we're going to have this person here. Why don't you kind of start getting the beginning of whatever new rock truck we're making, whatever the case might be, and you just kind of start pushing on that a little bit, and we're gonna we're gonna get the physics of everything better. We're gonna get the digging better. We're gonna, you know, redo the entire voxel system or switch the add-on or whatever it is. I think it's a plugin they use for voxel, if I remember right. I thought that's what they said. I could be wrong, but we're gonna switch over to a different one that does something different. Whatever the case might be. But that's just my opinion, and my opinion means shit. My opinion don't really mean anything, and that is totally good, and I understand that, and it shouldn't, because I'm one person. I'm not going to speak for the whole community and everything like that. But if I could, and it was a way to do a game, instead of not being a developer, that's the route I would go, personally. I'd get modding supported right away and mod for everything. Because if you know anything about mods and games with mods, modders do amazing things with games. Things that the devs sometimes even say, oh, that's not possible. And the next thing you know, there's a mod that does it. Some of my favorite. The nice thing is then, somebody may make a mod and devs go, you know what? That is really awesome. Let's implement, that into the game. And you see that happen. It happens with, farming sim all the time. Like what seasons, that was a mod, and now it's in the game. Kind of like courseplay, but not really is in the game. Not as good as courseplay, that's for sure. But you see it. You see it in games like, oh yeah. So, but ultimately, they're doing what they feel they need to do, and I'm okay with that too. This is their project, their passion, and they care about the game. You can see it and you can feel it. You can't always take advice from people or people's opinions, because they just don't. They might not know. I might not know. There's a good chance I don't. And I can see it. If I was making a game and I had my vision for it, it'd be hard to switch my vision to somebody else, to community vision, just to appease the community. It's one of those things like, oh, well, I can change it and maybe get more people to buy it, which makes more money, or I can leave it how I want for the most part and really have the game that I had my hearts and dreams on. So, but ultimately, yeah, that's about it. So that's kind of my plan. Out of ore, I'm definitely not stopping it. I am starting another mining series, though, on a different game. It's not quite this kind of level of things, but a little more imagination involved, a little bit, but still a very cool system, and it'll be on Farming Sim. Starting a gold mine on Farming Sim. We'll be doing some digging and stuff like that. And I say digging, I'm gonna put it in air quotes, but it's a pretty cool setup. Again, a mod. I think I just need a bigger dozer. I don't think that would hurt things. I think I've unlocked one yet though, so hopefully we'll spin one soon. Like that right there, that pushed really well. I'm here to do like this push here, and it'll probably suck. Nope, that one went well. And of course, they're little pushes, so. That's not excellent. That looks like a bear there, right? Can you see it? Like here's the little nose, here's the snout, there's an ear there, and there's like his arm. Yeah, I can definitely see a bear. Try to get them little boogers as I see them. Make life a little easier. That got picked up. Oh, no, I don't want to do the web browser. Oh, that's what I did want. I wanted to look at the other couple new things. I told you I'm exhausted. I need to get some sleep. So where is that stuff? Kill tree. Unlock this. Unlock this to start. Oh, I have 350 skill points available. Okay. 25. So you get this is for more loans. I haven't seen any of this stuff yet. I just seen them like post about it. Sure, we'll get some more running speed. That'll help us get to town. Get 5% more experience. I can be like a fast boy now. Jumping. So that's all experience. More experience from quest. Allows for bigger loans. That's all jumping. That reduces costs. We're gonna sure. Better return in production. Improve automated systems to separate high value ore from ore. Okay. Predict ROI for new equipment, land or upgrade using historical predicted. Reduce the purchase cost of the. Okay, yeah, we'll make stuff cheaper. Should have did that before. So better yield. Okay, well that's it. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Oh, definitely did not want to go that far. Okay, so this is this all the stuff that they gonna add all this to the game? We know that's. Can I pull some of this stuff now? Carbon, nitrogen. So I've discovered one, just iron. I mean, I've discovered more, just not since the update. Helium. There's 21 available. Okay. Oh, it's on the main menu. Oh, that's kind of cool. So is this is this as fast as I used to run, or are you faster than me? I feel like I'm faster. Oh yeah, we're cooking now. Oh, we're on a friggin' marathon. All right. Well, I didn't feel like we got a lot done, and we really didn't. But we did get a bunch of dirt moved there. We put a little bit of stuff in the thing, but we did actually. If you kind of look back at it, we kind of did some work there. That's the other thing we got to do. We got to find a place for this. I'm gonna try to remember that for next episode too. We got so many things to do, but I need to find a new place for the oil, and we got to get the water set up. Got to get to concrete. We got to get to concrete so we can start building this up. We got to get more steel flooring and all that made. Might have some down there made now. Get this next building over there done. Get it all connected. Get stuff moved where it needs to be. We definitely have a lot of work to do. at the same time, we got to keep digging. We gotta keep getting down there. But yeah, I think this wasn't a bad idea to come up here and start clearing this. Clearing this, we'll start ramping that down in there as well. That way we can again have somewhere a little closer to the plant if we decide to. And two, eventually we're gonna have to dig it out, right? Like we're gonna have a need for it, so it kind of works out for us. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. I think we'll call it there. Next episode, we'll definitely be doing some more work. Um, let me know what your thought is, or let me know anything else, any ideas, stuff like that. Um, that you're thinking about for this, and excited to hear about it. But if you did enjoy the video, if you would hit that like button for me and leave a comment below. Anything helps out. Emojis, highs, anything, anything really helps out. Be found, and then if you haven't, if you want to hit that subscribe button, that helps out a ton. We're so close to 500, getting so close, and that's awesome. Felt like we've had really good growth here in the community. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful night, evening, morning, and hope to see you next video. Bye.